What about the map updates, Jacob? Let's talk about Split. Lots of barrier location changes. What did you make of the map changes?
Make it a lot better. I still think that it's slightly too defense-sided, but I don't think that it's like as bad as it was. I haven't been able to test if they fixed a lot of the FPS problems that existed on Split. Did anyone know if they actually did that? There were FPS problems across the board, but they were more noticeable on Split than any other.
I had a few FPS problems on Split, and the games I've played on them, it's been fine. I haven't had any issues.
Yeah, I think they are better. The fact that they push some of the barriers further back, particularly the one that we just saw right there on ramp on A, being a little bit further back is good. Also that one too, right there on mid, at least coming from that direction, because you used to just be able to sage wall, and you would sage wall, you would put yourself on top of it, you would hide behind that little like cubby that's right there, right next to vents, right, and you would just literally just be able to. There's a lot of places you can do this in this game with sage. Just peek around the corner. And like you're just able to like have, you can have any gun, but usually like a Vandal's a good one to do this with because it's got a nice spray to it, and you can also tap. Or if you're in pistol round, you can do it with a ghost, but not anymore. You can't because of the cost change. But nonetheless, like that, like pushing those barriers back on defense makes it a little bit better. I still think the map has some issue, but yeah, I mean like presumably like it felt a lot to me like Nuke. In terms of Nuke, the Counter-Strike map, when it first came out. Like it was Nuke is so, because for those unfamiliar with CS, like Nuke stacks, you have site A is upstairs, and then like site B is downstairs, and there are like vents that you could go from one to the other in like a very short amount of time. So if you're a CT, you can rotate like that, right? And it's the same thing. That's the same thing that the original Split felt like to me, was that you could just get from site to site so easy. On Split, it was kind of ridiculous, and you still can. They've not really necessarily slowed. Yeah, they certainly like didn't slow it. They haven't slowed that part down, but they made it where at least you get a little bit more positional advantage if you're on the attacker side of the map.
We're